Hi everyone, here's your video for 3.3 homework help. For questions 2 or 3, it says find the sum or the difference. So let's go ahead and first of all notice that these are both subtraction. So we're going to want to distribute the negative so that we can just add. So we have 3m plus 5, and then the opposite of 6 is minus 6. The opposite of negative 5m is positive 5m. And now we can go ahead and combine our like terms. 3m plus 5m is 8m. 5 minus 6 is negative 1. For number 4, we'll also distribute the negative. So we have 7g minus 6. The opposite of negative 3n is plus 3n. And the opposite of negative 4 is plus 4. So then we'll just combine 7g. Oh, they're actually different. So we'll have 7g negative 6 plus 4, so that's negative 2 plus 3n. For this next problem, we're just evaluating the expression. There's no parentheses here, so this is the opposite of 9 squared times 3. So 9 squared is 9 times 9, which is 81. The opposite of 81 is negative 81, and negative 81 times 3, that'll require me to do a little long multiplication. That is negative 243. On number 8 and 10, copy and complete the statement using less than, greater than, or equal to. So this is absolute value of negative 11. The distance negative 11 is from 0 is 11, and we would say 11 is equal to 11. For number 10, the absolute value of negative 3.5 is 3.5. The absolute value of 17 fifths is 17 fifths. So we'll just want to convert this then. We'll want to say that 5 goes into 17 3 times with 2 left over. So we have 3 and 2 fifths. To get that to be a decimal, we can get our denominator to be a 10 by multiplying by 2. 5 times 2 is 10, so 2 times 2 is 4. That's telling us that this is 3 and 4 tenths, which is 3.4. So we would say that 3.5 is greater than 3.4. On numbers 14 through 26, we're going to use the distributive property to simplify our expression. So we have two terms. So we're going to distribute the negative 6. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. Negative 6 times x is negative 6x. Negative 9 times negative 5 is positive 45. Negative 9 times negative 4c is positive 36c. And we technically don't need the plus sign in front of the 45. Negative 1.4 times negative 5, we know our answer is going to be positive, and I'm going to do 1.4 times 5. So that's 20. 5 times 1 is 5, and 2 more is 7, and 1 digit after a decimal. So that's going to be just positive 7. And then negative 1.4 times 7g, a negative times a positive is going to be negative. And I'll need to multiply 1.4 times 7. That's 28. So that's 9.8. And it's going to be g. So 7 minus 9.8 g. Number 20, we're distributing a fraction So we're going to have to think back to our chapter 1. Negative 4/3 times 3, which is 3/1. So 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 1 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And a negative times a positive is a negative. Okay, so that's going to be negative 4. This is going to be my answer. So I just distributed there. Now I need to distribute. So I'm going to have to do this again. Negative 4/3 times negative 10/1. I notice right away I'm doing a negative times a negative, so that tells me my answer is going to be positive or plus. So we'll do 4 times 10 is 40, and 3 times 1 is 3. 3 goes into 40 13 times with 1 left over. So here we have negative 4, and oops, I forgot the variable, negative 4q plus 13 and 1/3. For number 22, we have 3 terms. So we're just distributing the negative 9 to each of the terms. So negative 9 times 8. Negative 9 times 8 is negative 72. Negative 9 times 6n is negative 54n. And negative 9 times negative 4 is positive 36. So now we'll combine like terms of negative 72 and 36. And we get negative 36 minus 54n. On to number 24, distributing 2.3h times 6. So we'll do 2.3 times 6. We get 13.8. So that would be 13.8h. Now we're going to multiply 2.3h times negative k. A positive times a negative is a negative. And it would be negative 2.3 hk. And then finally on to 26. We'll distribute 2 times negative 2w, so that's negative 4w. 2 times negative 1.2 is negative 2.4. And 2 times 7x is positive 14x. So we have negative 4w minus 2.4 plus 14x. In question 30 and 32, it's just adding a little extra step. So we're still just distributing negative 3 times 5g, that's negative 15g. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3, and then we add the 8g. So we have negative 15g plus 8g, so that would be negative 7g minus 3. And for 32, we distribute the negative 3, so we have 9, and then negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Negative 3 times negative 4x is positive 12x. And then we can combine 9 minus 15 That gives us negative 6 plus 12x. And then for number 37, it says a ski resort makes snow using a snow fan that costs $1,200. The fan has a daily average operation cost of $950. Write and interpret a simplified expression that represents the cost to purchase and operate 6 snow fans. So first of all, we know it's going to cost $1,200, and we're going to buy 6 of them. It costs $9.50 per day times 6 of them. So we'll do 1,200 times 6. That's 7,200. And up here, I'm actually going to add in the variable D for days. $9.50 per day. $9.50 times 6. And 2 digits after my decimal point. So I'm going to do the 57D. So there's my expression. It's going to cost $7,200 plus $57 per day.